Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Georgia Gwinnett College. Welcome back to another exciting podcast. This is the Grizzly Talk Podcast with your host, Kennedy Patterson, y'all. Welcome back to the podcast. We are now streaming on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Deezer. Ladies and gentlemen, we're everywhere. So welcome back to the Grizzly Talk Podcast. Again, we've got some very exciting podcasting for you guys today. You know, it's a happy Monday, another start for another fresh week. We just recruit from the weekend. Of course, we did a lot of great things for this weekend. Let me tell y'all all about it. Of course, GTP 94.6 is back with the radio station that is streaming on iTunes and Spotify. And you guys been enjoying the shows we've been doing. And of course, now we have the Grizzly Growl Show from Grizzlies Digital Network on the platform as well, y'all. Yes, so of course the Grizzly Growl Show is that new show from GGC Athletics. So now we have them on our radio station, and we also got them on our hit GTP network. What that is our Instagram network for, of course, our Instagram. If you guys haven't followed our Instagram yet, what are you waiting for? It's Grizzly_talk. Again, all kind of one word, Grizzly_talk. Of course, we got there on IGTV. Watch the first 10 minutes of the episode. So just, you know, it's out there. You guys can listen to it. Of course, a huge shout out to Grizzly Serve from the past Saturday event. They had 30 plus volunteers on behalf of us here at Grizzly Talk Podcast. Again, I want to say that thank you guys for doing that community service, their help planting trees, giving back to the environment, all while still trying to practice social distancing, of course. So, you know, kudos to Grizzly Serve for sure, y'all. Of course, you know, we had to shout out, of course, ISA. I just saw it. My producer just showed me this. They reposted our we'd like to say, little advertisement for their Instagram. So that's really cool. I really appreciate it. So shout out to them as well, of course. So now let's get on to the fun and news announcement. It is, you know, very fantastic. Of course, Alpha GGC retrieves over, now 600 followers on Instagram. So shout out to them, y'all. So congratulations to Alpha. I do remember when I was doing, you know, my build-up of followers, and, you know, 600 is a big number. A lot of people like to say 600 is just, you know, it's just 600 followers, but that's a huge number because that means they are on their way for growth. I've actually had a couple of friends that were part of Alpha. I want to say Brandon Gomez, I believe. We may have we talked about Alpha and getting them on the show. Fortunately, we haven't had them on the show yet, but if they would like to come on the show, maybe we can do a Zoom kind of idea for it. You know, if you guys want to come on the show, please reach out to us, DM us at, you know, Grizzly_talk, or in my email at kpatterson2@ggc.edu. That's for sure, and that's for every RSO that wants to come on our show for sure. Now, of course, a little shout out. When we're doing this is more of a shout out kind of thing to it, but, you know, I kind of like it. So, shout outs real quick. Of course, shout out to GGC Wesley. Now, I was on campus today. I had to meet with the professor about one of our projects that we got going up. And also, I had to walk about 2 miles today on campus for one of my walking courses for PE. So GGC Wesley, they're back in action. Wesley is excited to enable students to encounter God and become disciples of Jesus Christ, of course. They have Bible studies, and you guys can connect with them on YouTube. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they got a YouTube at GGC Wesley. Of course, their Instagram is all one word, GGC Wesley. They were out on campus today, and they were giving out this flyer, I want to say, and I'm looking at it. My producer has it here in the office. And, you know, this flyer is actually, if you guys can hear that, that's pretty durable. I mean, that's some good quality paper that they're giving these out on. So GGC Wesley, of course, come worship with us every Tuesday at 2 p.m. on YouTube. Something very unique. Now, they are expanding to YouTube. And their slogan, it says snacks, community, friendship, friends, and devotion. I don't know about the snacks part because, you're still trying to practicing the social distancing. But they have a worship service every Tuesday at 2 on YouTube. So I'm eager to see, are they going to produce this back out live? Because a lot of YouTubers, they like to do content that's live. Or would they do videos and upload for YouTube? GGC, Wesley, if you guys are listening to the podcast, for sure, YouTube is great, but I think your target audience should also be Instagram too. There's ways that you could do 10-minute videos like we have on our platform on Instagram. So, if you really want a fast response time, for sure, try YouTube. And I do recommend, many people do YouTube, for sure, but IGTV is a new thing for Instagram, especially if you're trying to get the following base up. So again, shout out to GGC Wesley. Again, come worship with them every Tuesday at 2 p.m. on YouTube. So that's the way to go for sure. And of course, GGC Wellness. They did something very kind of exciting. And I'll talk to you guys about it for sure. Of course, GGC Wellness. You guys can follow their Instagram. Of course, it's GGC_Wellness. Their latest post is a Freaky Health Fact Friday. That is a hefty, hefty title, ladies and gentlemen. But I kind of like it. So, of course, did you know that music can affect your heartbeat? Yes, I knew this because as many of you guys, and I promise you guys, GGC community, I'm not gloating, I'm not doing anything like that, but I do music production myself, and, music is the way to go. It does change my heartbeat when I'm listening to a very great song and it's very upbeat. I'm moving, I'm dancing, I'm stomping my feet, So a study suggests that compared to silence, music tends to increase heart rate and speed up breathing. That means jamming is good for your heart. Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. I jam pretty much every day. Every day, without fail, I have to listen to music for about an hour each day. I cannot go a day without just not listening to music because I have a dull day, of course. So I have to listen to music when I can, about an hour or two each day. Either if I'm in my house cooking dinner, I'm listening to some sort of music, dancing while I'm flipping chicken. So, there is no other stimulus on earth that's simultaneously engage our brains as widely as music does. You may not realize that music I'm reading too fast, ladies and gentlemen. You might not realize that music engages not only your auditory system, but many other parts of your brain as well, including areas responsible for movement, language, attention, memory, and emotion. So a very, very good tip from GGC's wellness department. Of course, you guys can follow their Instagram. Got a good following there. It's ggc_wellness. So please be sure to read up on that. It's very important. Very, very important for sure. So that's just something that I really recommend for GGC community, to listen to music for about an hour each day, because you just never know. Of course, shout out to Women in Tech. Of course, a day in the life of a digital marketing event. They went live at 12, so it's probably over by the time you're hearing this podcast. But, they did really, really good trying to advertise this. And, it was, our pleasure to get the video made out here live from Swanky Studios out there to the GGC community. So, I like artists like that just reach out to us and say, hey, Grizzly Talk Podcast, we need your help. Can you help us? So, and I do that for any department. So if you have an event coming up that you would love to have some sort of video made from us, from our network, or you just want to shout out someone on the Instagram, on our Instagram, that is, please let us know, because, that's what we do. We keeping it Grizzly strong. That's just how we do it. Now, when we go on this commercial break, of course, I got this new music here from Swanky Studios to play on our podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one for sure. This song actually we used in another project live from Swanky Studios, so we thought we'd just have it here. So listen to this music and we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Grizzly Talk podcast, of course, with your host, Kennedy Patterson. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the show today. Now, one question I do have before we log off here, are you ready to participate in an internship? Do you need to learn how to begin the process? Hear from Career Development, the internship program manager, and your internship advisors on how to search and secure an internship in your chosen major. Of course, brought to you by the SBA. Of course, that's my favorite school because that is the school that I am. Of course, concentration is marketing. GGC School of Business this week in SBA, they have of how to secure an internship Tuesday from 12 to 1 p.m. That is a Tuesday again, the 1st of September, 1st of the month, 12 to 1 p.m. So please be sure to attend that event. I just want to come off record and just thank my producers here from Swanky Studios. You guys don't know these two gentlemen, but they're behind the scenes and they make this show happen and possible. Of course, my producers, Tyrus Lester and James Myers. Honestly, you guys, I'm looking at them right now. You guys are phenomenal. So I want to thank you guys for, not only putting us on the map, but you guys are in recreation to our system. And James, you work a little bit, your background is in acquisition. So you guys make this thing possible, and I really want to thank you guys. I know GGC community may not know you guys personally, but you guys are awesome. You guys make this show happen, and I just, I'm ecstatic for it. So that's going to do it for today's show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's show for sure. Please be sure to follow our Instagram at Grizzly_talk, so that way you don't miss any new content that we have coming out later on this week. And please be sure to stay safe, drink water every 15 minutes, stay hydrated, practice social distancing when you can, and we'll be back later on this week for more podcasting of the Grizzly Talk podcast. I'm your host, Kennedy Patterson. Stay safe and go Grizzlies.